Welcome back to Alma Friday, and we have a big bud on the farm. Whoop, whoop. So to fund said big bud, we've got 43 grand left, let's call it. But I have decided we are going to get rid of a tractor, and it is this one, I believe. Haha, good guess. So the plan is then that we have the big bud for like the ploughing and stuff like that, rolling maybe. We have the big case for the air seeder. We've got the 8RX for the planter, and then we've got the case and the John Deere in front of us. Well, the John Deere there and the case wherever that is, for general field work, carting, etc. So yeah, that is what we've done. That is the plan going forward. Job is a good one. So today's task is to leave the mouse alone whilst moving, but also to plough the corn field. So we might... we'll do the big one. We'll do the big one. So, unfolds the plough. There we go. I do like this plough. It is epic. Now, we will do... I think we'll do the headlands first. So then... we are, let's just check we're not on create fields. No, that is good. Learn Dune. Get everything straight-ish. There we go. Job is a good one. So yeah, the plan. So after the corn, we do need to plough. This is why we're doing this, but also we can then conjoin. The steer is very sensitive on this one. Need to go steady. But then we'll join these two fields together. So we'll just run down the grass verge and around, and that should be enough. And then we've got two mahoosive fields, which is good. Now we've got plenty of time before we need to sell our crops. I did have a look just before we started, and absolutely everything, even the alfalfa hay, is January, so we have time. I'm in no rush, but yeah, I think that's the plan. So we should be at that point then absolutely, well, we'd be golden for money. There's about, let's have a quick look, £500,000 ish that there, which is rather nice. That's if we sell it bang on the old the best price, but yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't. I need to think of a way of transporting the alfalfa hay, but again, that is not beyond the wit of man, even for me. So yeah, I mean, this is not going to be a quick process, but it's not going to take too long with the size of plough that we've got. We don't need to plough field 10. It is just this, the ones that were corn need a plough, and then we'll just run through the middle and create ourselves one huge field. So headland done, BCA course set, and this big bud is having no problem at all pulling the plough. So we went with the 600 horsepower engine. We've obviously got twins on. We had a warning triangle, LED lights, beacon, bigger exhaust. 226,000, I think it was. So yeah, if you're wondering why, Big Bud, go back to, I want to say episode 1, was it, Neil? Where you suggested that this series is crying out for one, and I did agree, but just forgot to add one in. So I've remembered. Here it is, and I'm pretty impressed with it. We could have gone for the Welker Farms version, which had a sticker, and we could have added a hat to the interior. Don't get me wrong, very nice touches, but not £25,000 worth. That was the difference, I believe. Yeah, sticker. Base version was £250. So yeah, no way. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, this is quite happily dragging 16.7 metres worth of plough, ripping up that ground, ready for us to, what did we say we're going to put in here? Was it peas or beans or something like that? Either way, we'll see. I'm not sure what to do with the little field down there. Whether or not once we've harvested the crop in there, whether or not we then potentially take some of the trees out and join that up as well. Can we get down here a little bit quicker, please? There we go. So into the longer runs now, so should start to see some decent progress. But yeah, what have we got? I'm just so forgetful. We've got rye in there, and I think we said we were going to put peas in one of these. Peas in one of these. I'm so funny. And then maybe soybean. Maybe we do peas in this one, soybeans in this one, and then I don't know, in this one. But then we could probably take that tree line out there, maybe. Oh my god, I've got it too far. This is what happens when you don't concentrate. Don't plough and talk, kids. Don't plough and talk. Luckily, it's done no damage. It doesn't matter. But that was lucky, let's say. So yeah, peas and beans. Probably won't bother putting anything in there, I don't think. Don't know. It just seems it's a very small patch compared to everything else. Maybe grass, maybe do some silage, maybe. But yeah, my plan would be then to take the tree line out, not this one, the one down here somewhere. Maybe join them two together as well. But that's for after that lot, after that rye is harvested. So plenty of time to make a proper, informed decision. So we are just doing the last of the long passes, and then we're into the rest of the weird shape of the field that you can see to the right, and then it's just a case of driving around, creating a new field. Simple as that. I cannot believe it has already been, and I'm just checking my counting. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since FarmCon. Where has that time gone? Yeah, unbelievable. Can't believe how quick this year is going. It's just, time is flying by. Yeah, just occurred to me that, wow, that has gone properly quick. Another thing that occurred to me before was I was still in pounds, so I apologise. We are now in the correct currency of dollars, which will make everybody happy. Now, the other thing I want to say is a massive thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Thank you all very, very much. You're awesome. You're blooming awesome. You really are. I do appreciate it all. Still, I don't want it to sound... is it conceited or contrived? One of the two. Don't know. It is awesome. It's just... yeah. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Right. I am going to finish the body of the field, and I'll see you when we're getting lined up to rip up some grass. So need to be relatively careful now, as we have allow create fields turned on. So we'll go and just blend it to this point there. There we go. Now, whilst I sort the time out, I do apologise. Whilst off camera, I have ploughed in the small field. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything extra with that, unless we get into terraforming the land, or sort of a bit of landscaping, because it's where one of the sort of river streams run through, and clocked that before. So we'll see how we get on. But for now, we can just hopefully catch most of this in one pass, he says. Oh, look at that. There we go. Doesn't matter if we have to come back, but I think which we will do. Yeah, just to get the tiny edges. But at least it'll be done. Now we will need to lime, I think. Let's just have a quick look. Yes. We will need to lime, but pointless doing it beforehand, as where we're ploughing in is going to need the lime as well. So yeah, all good. Won't hurt just to whiz around the boundary and then fill in the middle. We have plenty of cash. We can afford to buy. We can afford to buy the lime now. Oh dear, sounds so poor with £289,000 in the bank. Shocking. But I'm liking the fact that most of this is getting incorporated in one pass. Just need to remember to go back and do those other little bits. That's where me faux pas was earlier. Oopsie. But this should make a rather decent sized field. Interesting shape and undulations, but should be fine. Only just under 16 metre gap, so I'm sure our planters and our headers will be fine. Liking this big bud. I do like a big bud. They are good fun. Not quite as pimped up, should I say, as the one that I had on Green Valley, Nebraska, where we got I think it was a black one, didn't I? Very cool looking. I'm going to get that tiny little bit I've just missed there. Let me do that now, because I will miss that. There we go. Right, I will crack on. I'll get most of the way around merging the fields, and then I'll join you back in a second. The last little bit. We should then have a humongous field. There we go. Doesn't matter how we finish it off. There we go. Let's just limit that back to fields and take a look at the size of that. Epic. I've left this bit as a bit of a weird shape, but I've said before, I quite like that staging area there for the combines, etc., and trucks and whatnot. So, yeah, that's all good. Right, let's just... Yeah, that's going to need an application. What we need to do is rebuy the soil maps. Got about that before. There we go. That's not too bad, is it? We do with a smidge over there as well. But otherwise, yeah, just this field 4 area, isn't it, really? And where we've sort of just blended in. Right, so that can go back to the yard. We'll grab the trident, get it topped up with lime, and get spreading. Well, second fill up already, and you can just see bottom left, well, you can really clearly see bottom left just how much lime we are putting down. It's going from a yellowy green in places to the dark green. So yeah, we are lathering the field in lime. But the good thing is, as you may or may not know, once we've done it this time, as long as you keep on top of it, you use a lot less every other time. So that's a good thing. Because otherwise, yeah, just be a nightmare every single time. But this way, it's not too bad. You'll see as well, I did the joint that we ploughed in the previous... sorry, not the previous episode. In episode 3, I think it was. So, yeah, that's all that. Limed as well. Now, I think what we're probably going to do at this point is just run it till it's empty. That sounds such a silly thing to say. And then go and sort out another load, which I will empty because I've power tools this one in. So just to keep the money there unbalanced. There we go. So we'll now whiz back to the line point, fill it up with 8,500 litres, empty it out, and then we'll refill, and hopefully that should do us for that field. Here we go. So in fact, we'll just take off 3,000. 3,329. There we go. That's that load. Yeah, that's what we did before. All good. All good in the hood. Hello, collision. There we go. Now, I don't think we own... What do we do? Did we have anything in there? Or was it empty at the time? I think it was empty, wasn't it? We forgot about that field. Might have to have a look at that at some point. Because that could be another one we have to plant up with something. Maybe, yeah, I'd forgotten that. Oh, I cannot remember. I think that was that fallow when we got it? I can't remember. Somebody let me know, will you? Right, there we go. Start filling in. We'll go this way. We'll go up the field. So I do think next episode we'll be selling everything that we've got. We'll skip through carefully so as not to miss the best price. So that'll boost the old cash. And I can't think there's anything else that we need or want to do. I'm just thinking whilst we go, that would require us to, yeah, no, I think we can just skip through, get the crops sold, get the hay sold, and then we'll skip through to planting season. I think that is the best idea. Alright, we'll go back down this way. Ain't half bumpy. And I think that's going to get even more pronounced, would you say, in FS25 because of the changes that they're making with the ground deformation and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think you'll really feel it going across a ploughed field at 17 miles an hour. You know, everybody does that, right? Not. There we go. Empty again, so 33, go 3330, there we go, take that out, down into here and click that one. Chop is a good one. See, some of the little tips and tricks, that I don't mind actually on this series, because it's just a bit of fun, this one. Right, so we got this triangle here. Can't believe how much lime it actually needs. There we go. That'd be a nice tweak actually for FS25, and when precision flower comes out, that all the values are not necessarily so low. Because, you know, we're alright, it's a big field. We're putting it's 3,000 quid, well over that, every load. It's a lot to start off with. I guess it makes it a little bit more difficult unless you were to start making your own lime. But yeah, be interesting to see if there's anything like, you know, when we obviously rocks were new for 22. Be interesting to see if there's anything like that that they bring into 25. Not I'm saying I want rocks, but you know what I mean. Best way to get to that field there is probably cross this one and onto the road, I reckon. Because I'm gonna hazard a guess that their field does need some liming. There we go. Let's have a quick shufty. Canola. We didn't. No. That would have been done by the time we got to it. So yes, it needs liming, so we'll do that now. There we go. Full speed ahead. And off we go. This one is not going to take long at all. But yeah, so that's the plan for next time. I am going to get this one done. And then, yeah, next time we'll load up the lorries and go and have a mooch about the map, actually. Explore, see what the best points to sell are, and yeah, just go and have a look around. But yeah, until that point, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.